Autumn and winter are approaching very fast now. And I don't know about you guys, but personally, I always anticipate and wait for fall and autumn season because I just love the whole cozy vibe of it, and I also love layering. But then when it actually gets super, super cold, I'm again feeling just like I did in summer, which is I don't know what to put on. I feel like a potato sack. Everything's too cold and I don't know how to look good. So this year I made it my mission to find out how to actually look good in winter, and I wanted to give you the answer as well. So here's a little guide as to how to accessorize in autumn winter season and still look cute. Now I'm going to leave out winter boots and jackets and bags because I feel like those everyone talks about. Everybody knows that they need a nice coat, maybe a black one, maybe a burgundy one. That's the colors that I would go, or a gray one, and a knee-high boot as well as a bag. Personally, I love big bag energy, especially in winter, or a crossbody bag. But I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm gonna talk about all the fun accessories we can work in autumn winter. Hi, my name is Sophia. I'm a fashion and culture enthusiast, and I'm so happy to have you here. I'm gonna start from the top, and I'm gonna start with talking about hats. What are cool hats that we can wear? I'm gonna be very honest, I'm not the biggest fan of like straight up hats, even though they can look very cute. It's just oftentimes I wear my hair up in winter due to overstimulation. And in that case, I can't really wear a hat, right? Because it's gonna look very strange. It's a no. And then when I wear my hair open, I will look like a crazy person whenever I take the hat off as well. And of course I can brush it, so yeah. I'm just not the biggest hat person, but there are some very cute other kinds of hats that I absolutely love. And I'm going to start out with one that I've always loved, truly. I've always loved a beret. Now, I think berets are so cute. They are the perfect crossover of chic as well as girly, feminine, cute. And you know that I always love to do exactly this crossover, being chic as well as mixing masculine and feminine pieces in my outfit. And the beret is the perfect feminine piece to add to your outfit. Now you can go with very classic colors such as a beige, off-white colors, or even a stark white, or a black one, or red. I love a pop of red. For me, red is basically the only color that I like to wear, apart from blue, like a navy blue, that kind of situation. But other than that, it's red. And I think berets in red, they are very French. And you could end up looking a little like you're cosplaying a Parisian person. Where did I get mine? So I think you can definitely get them on Vinted or at the thrift store because they wear berets for times and times. But my last berets I bought from in other stories. I got a very nice wool one as well as a super soft one. I'm not sure what it's made out of. But I think I have seen a very nice one on Cause lately. I'm gonna insert it here. Maybe it was Urquhart. I think it was Cause. I'm gonna insert a picture and a link down below of some very nice ones that I saw. Something I also really like are shearling hats because they add something to your look when you wear like an all black look and you have a shearling hat on. It's just that little bit of texture that I always talk about that makes an outfit so interesting. So definitely consider a shearling hat. I found some great ones on Naked that has a beige and this dark brown color. And then I also found one on Arket, and it's this teddy furry hat which looks very cool and it looks very soft and nice. They have it in a dark gray and a beige, though the beige is sold out currently, but maybe they're gonna bring it back. I think it's a nice option, and what I specifically like about those is that they have this texture that you can bring into your outfit. And then last hat situation I want to talk about are the pillbox hats that we've seen all over Instagram, Pinterest, the runway, and it's for a reason, because I think they're very, very cool. Here I would suggest, again, looking on Vinted or the thrift store, because I think it's very much a trend that we're only gonna see this season and it's gonna be out by next season, because it is very out there. They're very cool. I love the style of them. If you're into it, look at the Frankie shop, because they have them in different colors. I specifically like the burgundy red one, of course, because I always like burgundy, especially in autumn winter. But they look very cool and wearable, I would say. I have them in front of me, that's why I'm looking down. I'm also gonna insert a pic, but they look very cool and they're 100% wool, which is great. That was hat category. To stay on the staying warm area, I'm gonna move on to scarves. And with scarves, my way to go is a pop of color, because usually my coat is black or cream white. So I do like a pop of color, which for me is burgundy, as we've talked about. But I found some very cool scarves. Of course, there's always the Acne Studio scarf, which I like. It's very big, which is something that I'm definitely looking at when it comes to a scarf. It's almost like a blanket, and there are some very nice color options. So maybe you're gonna want to ask for one for Christmas. I found some options on COS again. For example, this gray number. My partner's gonna hate me if I were to buy this, because it has mohair, and mohair can get on your black coats, I'm gonna say. And he hates that. He's very picky when it comes to that. But I think it looks very cute, and it comes with a hat as well. So if you want a combination, this is very nice with the hat. I love it. Another one that I already showed you is this burgundy colored one, this checkered print. I think checkered print is always going to be in style in autumn, even though we're seeing it so much this year. It is going to be on trend next year as well. And it also comes in this very nice cream color, which is absolutely beautiful. Something else that we're seeing this year specifically is fur, basically everything. Fur hats, fur scarves. So if you want to go full fur, now is the time to buy into that. And something I found is this fake fur collar from Another Stories. I really like the color of this one, and it seems to be very soft. So maybe this is something for you. You can layer it on top of your coat, or when you're inside on top of your sweater or blouse. I think it's a very cool addition to an outfit. And they do also have this bib kind of situation going on that you can just put over your sweater, over your outfit, and it's gonna keep you warm. Oh yeah, and there was one more scarf that I wanted to show you, which is this triangle scarf in this very nice Fair Isle print in grey. It's in, that neutral color, but it has this very nice print, so it will add to your outfit. And of course it has texture, which we all know I love. So yeah, I think this is very beautiful. And there is actually a matching sweater if you want to go all in. Now, gloves. Something else that I like is just having, plain gloves. So just plain black ones, maybe white ones if you're, on the risque side. I wouldn't do that because I want to eat crabs in winter and I don't want the chocolate filling on my gloves. No, thank you. So I'm gonna stick to black ones. But what I think looks so nice is when you just put some rings over your gloves. This adds so much. It looks so cool. And the nice thing is you can use what you already have because you probably already do own a pair of gloves, whatever color it is. You can even do this with red pair of gloves or blue ones. You can just put whatever jewelry you like on top of it. And it's gonna look so cool. This is my favorite way to wear gloves and to style them up. It looks so nice. And then one pair of gloves that I found very beautiful looking on its own is this one from COS. It has a checkered print and leather on the inside, so I guess it's smartphone approved. Okay, how can you make your coat look nice? Because let's be honest, your coat is going to be most of your outfit in autumn-winter season. Now, the simplest and also my favorite way is to just put a belt over it. You can, again, take whatever belt you already have. You could go monochromatic or you could go the color blocking route, so black with a white belt or a green belt with a red coat. One example that I found is from Massimo Dutti. It's this, softer leathered belt. It's pretty chunky, but it looks so elegant. And you can also put it over your blazer. So maybe when you're outside, you put your coat on, you put the belt on, and because you don't have to fumble a lot with a buckle or anything, it's going to be easy to just take it off, and then you can put it over your blazer when you're wearing a blazer underneath, which I think is very smart. Another one that is very convenient, very, very great, is this rope belt that you can also, again, put over your blazer. I'm going to insert a picture from Kiara. She's also on YouTube, and I seen a great way how she styled a blazer recently. She basically put the collar up and added this belt. I think it was specifically this one, which is why I chose to show it here. And it looks so nice, so chic. I think she was also wearing a pillbox hat, so props to her. She was doing everything. Looked so cool. I love the look. So definitely look her up if you are into that style as well. 2 more to come. One thing I want to talk about, and screw my from top to bottom idea, I'm gonna go way back up to hair accessories, because I get overstimulated very quickly in winter with all the layers, and I love to wear turtlenecks, and then my hair gets into the turtleneck and I'm overstimulated and annoyed, and the day is not going to be great for me. So what I like to do is to either put a hairband in and to put at least my front hair to the back. It looks super chic, super put together, but also cool if you style it right. For example, with some slim glasses, it looks super cool, super chic, and super modern. So definitely that's an option. And if that's not for you, there are currently so many nice hair clips everywhere to be found. For example, I found this super fun one on COS that is very nice. It's gonna add so much. You can just put your hair into a half up, half down situation, or you can just do a ponytail on the bottom. Then on Arcade, I found this very cool one with this croc leather effect. So cool, never seen something like that before. And now the last thing I want to say is don't forget jewelry. And I think winter is truly the season for some chunky jewelry, because you're wearing chunky knitwear and because you're wearing chunky knitwear, chunky sweaters, chunky coats. So chunky jewelry is really gonna spice it up and bring it all together. I saw some very great bracelets or like cuffs on COS. They have them in silver as well as in gold. You can put that on top of your blazer or on top of your sweater, your coat, and it's gonna elevate your look by so much. Now, that was it. That was my little guide on how to accessorize in autumn winter season. I hope you could get something away from this video and got inspired to try something out. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and tell me in the comments how you love to accessorize in winter. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.